Hi everybody, Mark Lawrence once again for the basketball videos here at Playbook.com with our top tips and observations on this week's college and NBA basketball games. Observation number one, who's hot? Let's take a look on the NBA side of things and look at the hot teams right now. This is as of Thursday when we tape this video, going into Thursday's NBA basketball game starting with Friday's games. The Washington Wizards, how about 8-0 against the spread? 5 wins straight up thanks to the return of John Wall into the lineup. The Wizards have been playing like wizards of late. Who's hot? Also the Dallas Mavericks, 7-0 to the spread on a 7-game point spread run. 5-2 straight up. That's all since their healthy return of Dirk Nowitzki back to the lineup for the Dallas Mavericks. The third hot hand has to go to the New Orleans Hornets, a basketball team that's been on fire, winning 8 of the last 10 games, winning the games 7 times in those 8-point spread covers. Take a look at who's not hot in the NBA. It has to be number one at the top of the list, the Houston Rockets, who have disappeared and fallen off the rocket. Look out, Houston, there's trouble with the Rockets. 0-9 to the spread with only 1 straight up win in the last 9 games. The Sacramento Kings right on their heels, 1-10 to the spread in their last 11 basketball games with only 3 straight up victories. And the Minnesota Timberwolves complete the trifecta, going 1-6-1 against the spread, winning only 1 game in their last 8 tries straight up on the scoreboard. Take a look at our upset special this week in basketball this weekend. I like Auburn Saturday in college basketball. They play with league tournament knockout revenge from being knocked out of the SEC tournament last year by Ole Miss. Auburn finished 1 game under 500 thanks to that tournament knockout loss. That'll be incentive plenty for the Tigers in this game. Remember, they're 8-3 straight up in ATS when hosting the Rebels. And finally, our incredible stat of the week from our Playbook Basketball Newsletter. And if you haven't downloaded the basketball newsletter, you need to do so now at Playbook.com for awesome angles, tremendous trends, and on-the-money best bets all inside the weekly basketball newsletter at Playbook.com. Our incredible stat from this week's newsletter pertains to the Phoenix Suns, who have been amazing at home on Fridays, going 14-1 against the spread when they're playing against an unrested non-division opponent that owns a win percentage of 6-12 or less. That's been my top tips and observations on this week's basketball card. And a reminder once again to download your copy now of the Playbook Basketball Newsletter at Playbook.com. You'll be glad you did. Until next week for the college football videos, this is Mark Lawrence, reminding you to always remember to bet with your head, not over it, and good luck as always.